I don't know how to start this video because it's been so long and I just feel so weird. But yes, I still have a channel. Yes, I'm back. I'm sweating. Although I have been very active on Instagram and Instagram stories the last several months, but on YouTube I kind of checked out. I honestly wanted to come back a few weeks ago and start filming again, but I just didn't know. Like, I just kept having so much anxiety about like what I'm gonna say, how I'm gonna explain why I've been gone for so long. But honestly, the truth is I just didn't feel like it. And that's on pandemic. No, but really that is the truth. I just didn't feel like it mentally, physically, emotionally. I was just in a weird headspace a few months ago when I stopped filming, and I didn't want to continue making videos, kind of like acting like everything was okay when mentally I just wasn't there because of everything going on in the world. So I decided to just kind of check out on YouTube, but I did continue being present on Instagram for you guys, and that kind of helped me through a lot of it. And now I feel like I'm mentally back to myself, where I can start filming videos again and creating content for you guys and just being myself and giving 110% to you guys on here. So I hope that you don't mind that I took such a long break, but I feel like we can all relate to this being one of the hardest years for everyone. So with that being said, this is my first video back, and this is the makeup look that I filmed for you guys. It is an all matte makeup look, matte eyes, matte lips, matte face, everything. And this is just one of my favorite looks right now to do, especially for photos. I will give you guys a lot of tips and tricks on how to make this look flawless in photography. For those of you who don't follow me on social media, I wanted to do a quick little life update of where I've been, what I've been up to the last few months. I've been taking it easy, decorating the house. I wanted to fully finish the house by the end of the year, and it's been about 6 months since we moved into this house, so I've been kind of decorating each room slowly. I just finished our guest bathroom upstairs, which I gave like a little tour on my Instagram stories, and I freaking love how that bathroom came out. I call it the pink bathroom because it's very fitting. It's all pink. It's like super girly, but I love it and I'm obsessed with how it came out. So I might end up doing a little tour on YouTube for you guys as well. But yeah, that's what I've been up to. I've also completed my living room. The kitchen's done. I'm still waiting on like a dining table and chairs, which has taken forever. Crazy how because of the pandemic everything is so backed up and like furniture takes forever to ship. We waited like 3 months for our couch, but it was worth the wait. We finally finished the living room, the kitchen, the bathroom upstairs, the bathroom downstairs. I still haven't finished my guest bedroom, which I'm working on right now, but I did finish the studio. I've also upgraded like all my lighting, the lens. I got a new microphone. I've spent a lot of money upgrading this studio so that I could start filming and creating some awesome content for you guys. But yeah, that's kind of like a little rundown of everything I've been up to the last few months. Nothing crazy. I've honestly, most of the part just been chilling, focusing on myself, my mental health, and just like my family, my friends. Also, I'm doing a cash giveaway. If you've been following me on Instagram, I have been doing monthly giveaways, I think since July, but it's tons of makeup that I give away each month to you guys, and I've been really loving that. But for today's video specifically, I wanted to just give away a cash prize to you guys. So all you have to do is be subscribed to my channel, like this video, leave me a comment and your Instagram handle. That way I can contact you when I choose a winner. But one person will receive a $200 gift card, or I think I might just cash app you. So I hope that gets you a little excited. I will leave all the rules and everything in the description box, so make sure you check that before you enter. That's all I wanted to say for now, but I hope you guys enjoy today's video, and let's just get started. I kind of forgot how to do this. I'm ready to put on some foundation, so I'm going to start with the Laura Mercier Flawless Lumiere Radiance Perfecting Foundation, and I'm actually going to mix some of the Charlotte Tilbury Light Wonder into it just because this one's a little too dark. So I'm just going to do a few drops of this one to kind of lighten it. If you haven't tried this Laura Mercier foundation, it is so good, and this is what I've been wearing the last couple of weeks. So there it is on my hand. I'm actually just going to mix it on the back of my hand and then apply it straight to my face. This will be a full coverage look. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I just missed doing full glam, so you guys are gonna get full glam today. As always, I blend this in with a damp sponge. You guys, my skin has been doing so good the last few weeks, or the last few months I should say, but today when I sit down to film, I have 2 breakouts. It's like, I swear, the universe doesn't want me to film when I have clear skin, but then when I'm ready to film, it's like, here you go. Here's a new breakout. Now, because I did add some of the Light Wonder from Charlotte Tilbury, it does give like a dewy finish, as you can see, but this is a matte look, so I will be setting everything with powder, and that'll kind of mattify things again. I'm gonna apply some concealer right here on my breakout and let it sit there for a few minutes to kind of dry, and then it'll make it more full coverage. It's kind of like a little trick that I do, but in the meantime, I'm actually gonna cream contour with the Huda Beauty Tantour, and I'm gonna dip this in with my brush. I don't normally use a brush for this, so hopefully it doesn't look weird. Sometimes brushes do leave streaks, so I'm gonna apply this with a brush and try to blend it out as much as I can, but then I'm gonna go back in with my sponge and kind of further make sure everything is blended and make sure there's no lines. I haven't used this concealer in months, but then I got it set in PR and it actually was my shade this time. So I tried it out and I fell back in love. It's so good. The Flawless Fusion concealer from Laura Mercier. It's so creamy. The shade is actually quite perfect for me right now. So I've been like honestly obsessed with this concealer. It gives me time to blend, like it doesn't dry out super fast like the Too Faced one, although I still love it. It's right here, just in case. But this concealer has been everything. I'm gonna blend out the chin first because it's been sitting there for a while, so. Now I can go ahead and set everything. So I do this like little trick where I take like full coverage powder. And I have one right here. This is the Matte Velvet Skin Blurring Powder Foundation. So you take a powder foundation, basically the same color as your liquid foundation, and kind of lightly buff over everything. This is like a trick I used to do on my brides when I would do bridal makeup, and it would last all day. Okay, I'm gonna quickly contour with the Hoola bronzer from Benefit. And this, you guys, I find is the only bronzer that's like so cool tone that I can actually contour with it. I'm only gonna contour like in the, obviously, in the hollows. I'm not gonna contour everywhere, but I will bronze everywhere else with a different bronzer. And then to kind of bring warmth back into the face, I use the NARS Laguna Matte bronzer. This one's also really great, but you definitely can't contour with this color because it's very warm. So I just use this for kind of like a bronzing effect, not so much contouring. Okay, really quickly, I'm gonna set all this powder before I add more powder, and this will help things blend. For my blush, I'm also doing all matte blushes. I'm actually gonna mix Rosé and Peach from Laura Mercier. These are some of the best blushes, like pigmentation wise and quality wise, that you can get. So I've been using these for years. Once you're done with your blush, I actually go back in with the brush that I used to buff out the powder in the beginning, and I further kind of blend everything together. I really wanted to use this palette today, so I'm gonna use it. This is the new Naughty Nude palette from Huda Beauty. This is such an insanely gorgeous palette. It is honestly the perfect nudes. So this matte eye look is super simple. All you need is just like neutral browns, and this palette does have like the perfect browns. So I think I'm just gonna dip into the lighter shades of brown, and then all you really need is like a dark brown or a black. I'm gonna apply the shade Rough onto the eyes. It seems like a very pretty neutral color, and by the way, this is my first time like dipping into this palette, so I'm very excited. Yeah, this is a really good neutral brown, and you basically just want to throw this in your lid. You can also use a bronzer, honestly, which is what I do half the time. And then with the same exact color, you want to just do the lower lash line. I feel like if I don't do this or put some sort of color down here, it looks a little weird to me. So I always do the same shade on the lower lash line. Then you want to grab a slightly darker brown, like a chocolatey brown. I'm going to use the shade Naughty from the palette. And what I do with this is deepen the outer corner. Whatever shade that I'm doing on the outer corner here, I always connect it just slightly on the bottom just so that there's no separation. You can even deepen this even more, but I like it where it is right now. I'm actually gonna go ahead and apply the lid color. There's like a light nude shade in here called Hypnotic. I'm gonna try this one. If it's too dark, then I'm gonna use this shade right here called Filthy. Okay, I don't like that pink, so I'm actually gonna use some of my powder, my Charlotte Tilbury powder, and try to brighten this up because I feel like that almost ruined it. Once you have your lid color on, just go back in and blend the two together. That way it doesn't look weird. Then you want to take a brush like this. This is the flat definer brush from Sigma. It's honestly the perfect brush for creating any kind of eyeliner look. And I'm going to take the shade Spicy, which is the darkest shade in the palette. And with this, you want to line the lash line on like the third outer corner of your eye. Don't bring it in all the way, because that you can do with like a liquid liner and it'll be much thinner. But this is like what I use to get the wing part started. And it also helps to blend out as you apply it. So it ends up giving you like a very smoky effect. Stamp where you want your liner to start, like that, and then bring it in. I do have a liquid liner right here, which is the Too Faced Better Than Sex liquid liner. And with this, I finish off the wing. So I go in here and I do like the inner part of the eye. That way it looks complete. And then you quickly go back in before it dries with your definer brush and you kind of smudge it out. That way it's not like such a sharp, harsh black line, if you know what I mean. I am going to do some mascara and I am going to do some individual lashes just on the corner to kind of further give it more of like a cat eye effect. You guys already know I've been using this mascara for I feel like years at this point. It never fails me. So I'm going to use it again today because this is the best mascara in my opinion. I'm also going to do my lower lashes. You don't have to, but I like the look of lower lash mascara. So I did say I'm going to do some lashes. I'm actually just going to do some individual lashes, and this I found, or I think I got this in a PR kit, I'm not sure, but I know that you can find this at the drugstore as well. I just take one of these and I apply 2 on each eye, so 2 on this eye and then 2 on this eye, and only to the outer corners of the eye, and you'll see what a difference it makes as opposed to applying like a whole strip, a whole lash strip. So there's one, and then I'm going to apply another one right here on the outer corner. And there is the second one. Okay, you see what a difference it makes? And it's like so subtle, but it makes the whole eye look just complete. And it gives you a very nice lifted effect. Okay, there we have both eyes done. I'm telling you guys, try doing individual lashes just on the corners. I love this look so much. Okay, I'm gonna do a matte lip as well, just to kind of keep it with the theme. I was gonna start lining backwards. MAC Oak lip liner. Speaking of lips, I'm actually getting my lips completely dissolved. I don't have much filler left in them anyways, but the last time I had any filler in my lips was over a year ago, which is crazy. And I want to just take everything out and kind of redo them. So I probably will be vlogging it, so it might be the next video you guys see. And I think it takes maybe a week for them to fully dissolve before you can put filler back into them. So that's very exciting. I've been wanting to do it for a while now. So I'm going to use the matte lipstick from Huda Beauty called Staycation. It's a really, really pretty nude. I feel like it's very fitting. I'm gonna set one last time with the Morphe setting spray. And that completes this all matte makeup look. Let me zoom you in a little bit so you can see all the details in the eyes and everything.